Many times when I make my tops, I find videos without explanation. Extremely strange videos that do not fit with anything defined. I have carefully compiled the most inexplainable videos that my audience sent me, so that you have the privilege of filling your nights with the most terrifying events you can imagine. What awaits for you in this top is surprising. From disturbing presences in the middle of public roads, a mysterious object captured in the sky, to a terrible exploration made to an abandoned house that will completely freeze your blood. My name is Leonor Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present 5 unexplainable videos that will make you tremble. Number 5. As we have already seen on this channel, the movement of motionless objects and the presence of strange figures can be presented to you not only during the night, but in broad daylight too. Something that Sele from now on knows very well, who tells us in her email while browsing the profile of a girl in TikTok, noticed something that caught her eye, a disturbing presence that she until now has not been able to explain. When you see this recording for the first time, you can only observe a slight movement in the clothes. If you look more closely, you will notice that something absolutely inexplainable happens here. You can clearly distinguish between clothes. A disturbing face emerges that stares at the camera. Sela tells us that the video you saw is edited because she tried to send it to the girl who did not notice this eventuality. However, until now, she's had no response. Could it be a trick? Will they be making a joke? Or can this be evidence that something is happening in this girl's house? Let me know what you think. Number 4. Ihab Kashmeh has become a sensation of the internet, and of course his paranormal records have been one of the most surprising this year. Your experiences in this damn house became the nightmares of many of you. What you didn't know about this place is that Ihab was not the only one with camera in hand. He ventured to explore it. Before the other person had already experienced inexplainable things here. Watch closely.
Bismillah. Bismillah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. هذا كيف؟ بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل. حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل. حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل. حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل. في صوت هنا. حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل. حسبي حسبي الله حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل حسبي الله. ايش هذا؟ ايش هذا؟ ايش هذا؟ حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل. والله يا اخواني احس احد جنبي، والله العظيم ورب الكعبة اني احس احد جنبي، اقسم بالله. في ماي هنا. ايش الغرش اللي فوق؟ يا اخوان والله العظيم والله العظيم طق في الجدار. يا ويلي. هذا من الماي، هذا السحر هنا، هذا ماي، هذا الماي سحر قسما بالله يا اخوان. هذا الماي هو السحر، هذا الماي هو السحر. والله لا طلعك يا ابن الكلب. يا الله بسم الله. يا رب. حسبي الله حسبي الله.
Trying to find more information about this footage, I discovered that the record corresponds to one of the first recorded explorations that were made in this home. Since this topic came to public opinion, dozens of stories, images, and even videos have begun to appear. Apparently, Ihab was not the first, nor will he be the last to experience the sinister situation that seems to exist here. Number 3. This post is made up of 2 completely independent videos that are added together, provide enough paranormal level to exist in this top. The first corresponded to Leo. He's from Buenos Aires, the capital of Argentina. He tells me about a strange image he observed while watching a documentary on Netflix. The documentary is about the story Patches, a group of children who perform children's songs, group that achieved great success during the first half of the 80s. It is during this documentary that I read he notices a fleeting, but at the same time inexplainable images that left him absolutely worried. Look closely. Did you notice? Can you tell me what the hell the woman had in her hand? What this woman claims seems to be clearly a cell phone. But how can that be possible? The recording date backs to the 80s, and the first camera cell phone appeared in 2002. What's more, if you look, she then placed the device vertically, as we usually do it now, and points to the screen as telling the little girl to observe something. Could it be that we're getting confused, and it's really one of those old, long cameras? But as far as I know, those had no digital screen to look at. At that time, they simply did not exist. So what the hell did the woman and the girl look at? Can this image prove the theory about time travel? A rather strange record just like this one that came to my email thanks to Marco Montoya. Marco wrote to my email telling me about a brutal beating that one of his friends suffered just outside a bar. At the time of getting the recording to present to the police, he noticed a rare phenomena that occurred moments before the fight. Pay attention. Did you notice? Something seems to come out of the left side. I will add light effects so you can see it more clearly. In this image, you can clearly see how something crosses from right to left on the screen. Do you agree with me that it is something that should definitely not be there? It is perhaps a defect in the image. Or maybe this scene had something to do with the fight. Tell me what you think. Number 2. On many occasions, we have commented and observed videos of alleged UFOs that often make us doubt of its truthfulness, either because of its level of production or because of its pixelated image. We simply cannot believe them. However, this does not happen with the video you will see below. Registration arrived via email from Valdemar Kisbert, a faithful follower who's from Bolivia. He told me that seeing my previous experience with the UFO brought to him his memory of footage about an impressive record of a ship of similar characteristics captured during a storm that hit a village. Pay close attention. While the image is not all clear, the sign is simply spectacular. It can clearly be seen how a supposed triangle-shaped flying object crosses the sky in the middle of a storm, a footage that attracted so much attention that it was even broadcasted by the news of that country. For some, this record is nothing more than a very well-produced assembly. However, if you pay attention, the reaction of people, including children, suggested that this recording could be truly genuine. Especially since before it was in the news, many other witnesses claimed to have seen it that day. Tell me what you think. Number 1. Metro stations have always been the sources of the most entertaining horror stories. Stories of ghosts and spirits that usually travel through its endless and lonely corridors. However, everything corresponds to people's fantasies. Thus, until Pedro recorded one of those paranormal events with his own cell phone. From Santiago, Chile, Pedro tells me that Juan, a friend of his, who works in the city's subway network, says that at night and when they are alone in the office, various paranormal things begin to happen. It was on one of those nights that one of the officials took the camera and began to record everything that happened before his eyes, but that his mind could not believe. Judge for yourself.
Chaval. ¡Oh, coche tu madre! ¡Oh, mierda! ¡Oh, qué buena! ¡Qué buena! ¡Oh! ¡Cabro! ¡Cabro! ¡Cabro, weón! ¡Oh!
Pedro tells me that this type of phenomena is very frequent and that they have heard from steps, slamming doors, to creepy encounters like this, paranormal events that keep all the subway staff on alert, and that until today, still find no explanation. Write me in the comments what you think of each of the recordings I have presented to you today. My name is Leonor Clay, and this was The Darkest Secret.